Hello, good afternoon, everyone. It's my pleasure to work with you on this project. Virtually all of us on this page, we've been having a bit of discussion around resellership of the Chinese production bracket. They do a lot of product. A lot of you have spoken to me about the vehicles and, of course, the machines and all that we do. But there's a lot more to the Chinese product range. As a matter of fact, for home use products alone, it's over 3 million products in EU. Then we have an area in the north part of China that does on machines. They do tricycles, they do motors, they do engines, they do trucks, they do everything heavy duty. All the way from Changsha to Henan to Jiangsu, those angle, the Ningbo, those angle do heavy duty productions. And of course, when we have the Wuhan, the Yiwu, and the Changsha, Shanghai, areas like Shenzhen that does all everything electronics and of course cars. So again, in the countries of the world today, most manufacturers of major products like Ford, Mercedes, um, Chevrolet, all those other major names that we've always known, are gradually bowing to the Chinese vehicles. So that's a very large market also. So, but I feel if we create a team, we can we can get a better edge on the market. That's why I'm creating this group. That's why this group is created, because of some of you, and we've discussed a bit on how we can take advantage of the market. I think the best time is now. So I'll be putting in more products, just beyond cars and the rest of it. But I also like you to maybe look around and see, are there things that you need us to source for here? We can all work together as a team. Thank you very much for. I just thought to preempt you about the group. It's nice to work with you. So apparently, I'll be starting with the vehicles. We have a large range of Chinese EVs, Chinese hybrid, Chinese extended range cars, and of course Chinese gasoline cars. I'll be posting a few, and of course I try to do a prices guideline. That will now make us to be able to report back to our customers or intending client to be able to do price advice. Yes. So again, we can also look at, we are all here to make money. It's about business. We look at doing something that is highly competitive. I'm going to try as much as possible to be very competitive from here. I just put my markup in RMB, not in dollars or naira. Naira might be outrageous, but RMB is, because the value of naira of RMB here is higher than the value of dollar in US. It's way higher, multiple times than the value of naira in Nigeria. So it's easy for us to put, even if it is a 1,000 RMB markup. It's quite a lot, even though it's just 200,000 naira. It does a lot for us here than what you can do with 200,000. Than what you can do 1 million naira in Nigeria, and I'm not joking. So I'm going to try as much as possible to keep a very low markup so that the competitive rate will be very high. So we're going to be looking at several areas, like I said earlier, and I'll put price markups, no, price range, actually price guides, so that when you discuss with your customers, it's easy for you to give them, both for the cars, engines, accessories, factory, manufacturing plant. For example, some people want to set up juice making factory, shoe making factory, dress making factory, vehicle making factories, tricycles making factory, motorcycles making factories. I mean, any, especially factory setup. We want to be able to push, like your Obi said, we look at production. I think that's a way to look at things. But we'll do a lot in this angle, certainly. All right, so again, one of the areas that we might want to look at that might be a bit of gray area is the issue of trust. in quality, in cost, and then safety of their investment. So because most of this order that we're going to be ordering takes about 1 week to probably maybe take to the port and load here, another 5 weeks on the sea, 1 to 2 weeks for clearing. We'll always say 2 months, but sometimes a lot of people get their products within 6 weeks, and again to that 8 weeks, except for those who are flying. If the products are lighter materials, like something light, you don't need to take them by sea, maybe bags, wristwatches, those major items. So we do them within 4 to 7 days to send them to Lagos if it's going by air. But if it's going by sea, again, between 6 to 8 weeks. So, but for that 8 weeks, the customer needs to be at rest that their money is not going into the air. So we have collaborations. Right now, we've been able to strengthen our collaboration with the Spectrum Microfinance Bank. We are also looking at opening the tax, the structure to extend to several other banks, so that we can create that environment, an enabling environment. We're thinking Zenith Bank at the moment, so, but we want to be able to build trust with more banks, so that we will not be having issues with customers saying, is my money not going to go to waste? No. If the bank is the one that holds money for everybody, so they will trust the bank more. Thirdly, there is also the issue of clearing of vehicles, especially. The rest things we don't have issues with clearing, but for vehicles, we also now have a company that we're strengthening at the moment. I've had that challenge and we had to work on something. So I have a registered company that clears vehicles. We do both shipping from China to Nigeria and clearing in Nigeria, handle everything, taxes and duties with the Nigerian Customs Service.